Welcome back to the AB Skull Project. I'm Krieger. This is Soft Bravo, and today we've got the next set of Hot Wheels Transformers, and they look pretty cool. You've got the El Segundo Coupe and the GT Scorcher, and they both look pretty neat. Turn around here and see the weapons they got. This got the little double blade thing. There's basically just two knives. He's got his little tailpipe gun and with some blast effects. Turn on here. Not too bad on El Segundo, but the GT Scorcher, back of his legs are pretty hollow. Overall, not too bad. Get GT Scorcher's legs kind of set there. Maybe, if he'll stand with his legs not screwed up. Okay. Take a look articulation-wise, we'll go ahead and set GT to the side for now. We'll start with El Segundo. Nothing in the wrists. He's got elbows. He's got this. He's got everything you'd want. These pop off. So, head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit up, very little down. And not too bad. And kicks up here. His kibble does stop you from going back. This kibble does move. So if you feel the need to kick it back, you've got to put that plate up in the back. But otherwise, you're not going to get too much back. Yeah, he's got everything you'd expect. You can do the toe. One complaint I do have with him was allegedly this is supposed to kick out when you kick out the back of the knee like Sideswipes does, but there's no contact there. There's nothing. I don't know if you can see that, but there's no contact between the foot and that piece back there that's supposed to push it forward. So I just got to kind of force it out. Luckily, it's not too stiff like Sideswipe was. So luckily you can get it out, but man, it's pain. Ankle tilt, just short of extreme. Overall, not too bad. Just that foot thing is the only real complaint. All right, set him aside. Just a sec. Bring in GT Scorcher. And yeah, I like him. May just be the red, but I like the way he looks. Anyway, he's got a little bit of extra arm movement there because of the transformation joint, so that's pretty cool. Kind of limited with some kibble the way that arranges in there, but not too bad. No wrist. He has a waist. Kibble. He kind of hits his kibble too on the leg back. But again, the kibble can move. So, actually, I'll say it. Yeah. Anyway. Legs. Do things legs should do. He's got a double jointed knee. Mostly for transformation. A little bit of ankle tilt. Not a whole lot. So, go ahead and get him standing again. Pretty neat. We're going to bring El Segundo back in, and looking at these guys, they look pretty much like they could go on Lost Light shelf. I mean, they look like you'd find them on Lost Light. I mean, and I said the same thing about Twin Mill. So actually, let's go ahead and we'll bring in the other Hot Wheels. Bring in Twin Mill and Bone Shaker. So yeah, they all look like they belong to the same line, and like I said, all these guys look like they could be on the Lost Light crew, just with their designs and stuff. They look like Nick Roche had a hand in designing them. This guy looks like he should have been one of Lockdown's bounty hunters, but yeah, pretty cool. So I'll move him off to the side. Bring him back up. And let's go ahead and take a look at the vehicle mode. And here we have the El Segundo Coupe and GT Scorcher in their car modes. And they look pretty neat. Go ahead and move off and back a little bit so you can see them. Yep, they're pretty neat. You got El Segundo's blast effects back there. Pretty neat. As far as rolling, El Segundo definitely rolls really well. GT Scorcher, not so much. I mean, you can see as soon as I take my finger off of it, it stops, whereas GT Scorcher or El Segundo will roll freely. So there's a lot of resistance down there with the, and I think it's just really some of the wheels get kind of bound up. So like I think the back wheels are just stapled on too tight. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. They look really neat. They look like the Hot Wheels they're supposed to represent. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and bring in our other Hot Wheels, the Twin Mill and the Bone Shaker. And see, yeah, that's pretty good set of cars. I think that looks pretty neat. So, like I said, this one, Bone Shaker rolls great. Twin Mill rolls really great. And plus there's a red version coming if you don't like the blue. I like the blue. But there's a red version coming. But yeah. Not a really whole lot to say. I mean, they're cars. They look like cars. They roll somewhat. You can just see the back of GT's head there. Underside of the El Segundo is actually pretty clean. And where this sits, it's situated between the knee pieces, so you can't really tell that that's two pieces. So this is really clean. I like this. Definitely between the two, the El Segundo is better, but they're both pretty good. Like I like this in robot mode, and I like this in both modes. So yeah, they work. They're fine. All right, let's wrap this up. All right, since these guys have no media support besides just being Hot Wheels, there's no G1, there's no IDW, but I think they would go well with an IDW set. So like I said, they look fine on a Lost Light shelf. So yeah, they're just unique characters, and there's some unique things they've done with the engineering. I think they're worth owning. So, and plus they're just neat little figures. So, thanks for joining us today on the AB Scale Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.